the bad guys. Villains. In books and movies and TV, they're often the most memorable. And the very best villains hit just that right balance of detestable and enjoyable. Take the first season of Survivor.
The winner of the first Survivor competition is...
A monster hit. Breakout star, Richard Hatch. Of course he won, but it's how he won that made him such a star. He was strolling around nude on the beach during much of the season. He was called a snake and a rat by fellow contestants. And if you think about it, really not such bad accolades for a villain. In pop culture, sometimes the more sinister, the better. The Joker in Batman. Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs.
Closer.
If we're honest with ourselves, we have to admit that we're attracted to villains, or at the very least, not totally repulsed. But why is that? What makes the perfect villain?
I didn't say anything.
In short, they are thrilling, and they make for a good story. There's the sheer adventure of it, the mental exercise. A psychologist who wrote Batman and Psychology, A Dark and Stormy Night told Digital Spy, it's rooting for them to make it a good adventure. When you watch the Joker fighting Batman, you don't want him to destroy Batman, you want him to challenge Batman, to make it an interesting story and make the hero earn the positive outcome in the end. Writer Jerry Jenkins lists 15 important characteristics for villains, including they are clever enough that people give them begrudging respect. They are not fools. They have many of the hero's traits, but they're misdirected. They can be kind, occasionally, and they can be merciless. Those are traits of fictional villains. Reality TV villains are a whole different concoction. A reality producer writes in Vulture, for all roles, casting directors look for people who pop on camera and speak their minds with little self-consciousness, because that makes for engaging conflict on camera. But for villains, you need 2 extra ingredients: delusions of grandeur and susceptibility to producers' persuasion. In the end, viewers meet one of 3 types. Those who know they are villains, and they work hard to live up to that role. Those who are clueless, and not until they see the edited episodes do they even realize they were actually the bad guy or gal. Those who suspect they're villains, but defend their viewpoint anyway. Viewers get to love-hate a character.
That's my opinion!
The person gets 15 minutes of fame, and ratings can see a bounce. See? With a little bad behavior, everyone's a winner.